Ayub Khafaja is my name. I'm 17 years old. I received a scholarship to study at Experts Academy for Training and Development. As I remember, on my first day at Experts, my English was normal. I was shy. I didn't want to be involved in any activity. I was somewhat introverted. The days passed, and I finished the first level and was ranked third. When I realized I got the third ranking, I was so sad that I used to being the first one. The first among my brothers, the first among my colleagues, even the first in my school. So being the first among all of these aspects made me refuse to be the third. So I got frustrated and I left the center once and for all. And after a while, I thought and I thought and I thought a lot. And I realized I was wrong. And I was wasting a golden opportunity. So I decided to explore it correctly. Especially as you know, English is very important in our lives. And here, I promised myself that everything would change. That I would persevere, strive, and get first. As I used to. As I am. The next day, I woke up and I stepped back on the path of experts after a 4-month break. I started level 2 and I executed my promise. Ayub is the first one. I can't describe how I felt at that moment and how happy I was to be in the first place. And because the program of levels is not easy, you need a great effort to reach an advanced stages in the language. Also the individual duties and videos at every level. We've had some difficulties this year. During the 4th level, the coronavirus epidemic emerged. And I can't tell you the magnitude of the negative impact that was reflected in us and in our language. But we certainly didn't stand. We completed the journey to get to the dream. We started our online lectures. It wasn't new to us and stressful. Handling these applications was tiring. But with time and the help of Allah first and the expert team, we were able to overcome all the barriers and keep studying. We could only see the goal. Target only. We had 2 options, either to achieve it or to achieve it. And guess what? I was the first one too. I certainly did it, despite all the consequences and difficulties we've had. The levels continued, and we completed the 4th and 5th level, and I maintained the same, first and first. But are these the consequences just? Absolutely not. Our life as Gazans are different from all countries. The war took place in the middle of level 6, and the Israeli aggression against Gaza continued for a full month, 30 days. During the war, as expert students, we decided to make videos, and we filmed them from our homes. And to get our voice to the whole world, we decided to use English language during those videos. We filmed videos from our homes, and we talked about the events of war and the bitter reality of Gaza all these days. We posted videos on all social media sites and found a great interaction. It was a feeling mixed with pain from the scenes of war and the grief for the martyrs. Our muffled joy with our use of English that we learned. And our sense of care, fulfillment, and belonging to our homeland of Palestine. Finally, the war is over. But the grief for my country is not over. But this is our destiny. As Mahmoud Darwish said, and we love life if we can. We dance between 2 martyrs and raise a minaret for violet between them, or palm trees. This is a summary of our incapacitated ones in our homeland. The days passed. We are back to complete our journey and dream with experts. Do you still remember that introverted boy? This boy has now completed a 12-level program at the Experts for Training and Development with excellence and the first at each level. Not only his English language has improved, but also his personality. Now, and as you see, we are standing in front of you, talking with full of confidence self and fluency in English about our success stories. And that's not just. Thanks to Mom and Dad for all of their sustained support and encouragement throughout this period. And finally, I wanted to tell you that it wasn't an easy experience, but it was a unique one. And the feeling that you have achieved a great achievement for yourself and for your progress in the language. and my story was one of many stories inside this great edifice.
مريم Khalil الدغمة is my name. I'm 17 years old. While people, the street, TV, social media and apps are talking about English language was what I care about. I decided that I have to learn this language, the language of the future, world and development. To be able to keep up with this world, I went to many places and centers to learn this language. But every time I didn't complete, and I wasn't satisfied of the quality of the language provided till I heard about Experts Academy. I decided to explore this place, and I remember the day that I went to Experts. I was frustrated and full of disappointments because of my previous experience in different centers. But this time was really different. I felt that I want to break a new ground. I started my first lecture and I met new people. And in that day, in my first participation, the trainer replied to me that she liked my accent and I will have a bright future in learning English language. I was so happy, even I didn't know the meaning of accent. And I searched about it and I told my mom what the trainer told me. And this sentence was etched in my mind and I will always remember it to improve myself. Day after day, Experts become my second home and part of my daily routine. But the most awesome part that I accomplished level 1 and I was distinguished. I got the first rank and I was the top. I wasn't happy because of my achievement. I was happy because of a proud look in my family's eyes and my mom's hug. My brave personality and public speaking skills helped me to be the first trainee in my group to make a presentation in front of the trainer and the supervisor and the branch manager. And I won the admiration of everyone. From level to level and from achievement to achievement, the required effort from us increased in preparing videos, presentations, and field training. My story isn't as so many stories. It's full of success from the beginning of the journey till the end. At Experts, I was able to prepare videos talking about Jerusalem, Israeli attack against Gaza, الإسراء والمعراج, and Hope video. And of course, there were a big obvious difference between the first and the last video that I made. In terms of fluency, accuracy, accent, the courage, the development in English language day by day. After filming every video, I was excited and eager to see my family's pride look when they watch my video, as it's the first time for me. So, from here, I want to thank Mama and Baba for their encouragement and continued support during my journey at Experts. Now, you have heard of success, achievement, the joy that I have experienced and pride. But you haven't heard of Maryam's disappointment in her thoughts, or her failure at some point. Humans doesn't show her or his disappointments, or what happened behind the scenes. Have you ever heard of passion? How passion is important to achieve progress? Meanwhile, how hard it's to lose. The day for level 10 exam was the shock for me. Absolutely, you are wondering how a person is standing here to talk about her success, but I'm talking about disappointments and failure. It's somehow strange. But when success becomes routine and achievements just repeated, they have no taste as the first time. Achievements become just numbers. Maryam succeeded, Maryam won. Okay, but where am I? Zero passion, zero achievement. Here, boredom started, and I started counting the lecture hours and levels. It was all in one hand, and the day of level 10 exam was in the other hand. I knew that I won't do well, and I won't get the full mark. But the day that I get the certificate for level 10 exam, I didn't know what happened to me. I was in shock when I saw my grade next to my name. Wow, I felt scared, and I really have to fail to taste success. From here, it was the flashpoint for Maryam achievements as usual. Therefore, success is never just a word. Success is decision, determination, and you have to work hard to achieve success. This was my story, and this is Maryam. Thank you.